My friends, listen to me. I want you to take a deep, deep breath. If you are standing, I want you to sit down right now and look me in the eye. Are you about to retire? Are you already retired and feeling like you are walking through a financial minefield, terrified of making one wrong move that could cost you a fortune in unnecessary taxes and penalties? I know what is going on in your head. You have worked 30, 40, 50 years, sacrificing, saving, putting your hard-earned money into that 401k. And now, you are standing at the edge of the cliff, looking down, and you are asking yourself, what are the rules? What did I miss? Am I about to make a mistake that wipes out everything I worked so hard to build? I hear you. I feel your fear. And today, we are going to conquer that fear with truth, with clarity, and with the exact rules you need to know to protect your money. No more guessing. No more losing sleep. The single biggest problem I see today is that people spend their entire lives learning how to save money, but they have absolutely no idea how to safely spend it without getting absolutely crushed by the Internal Revenue Service. We have been conditioned to think of our 401k as this big, beautiful bucket of cash. But I need you to understand something right here, right now. If you have a traditional 401k, that money in your account is not all yours. It is a partnership between you and Uncle Sam, and guess who is the senior partner? He is. Every single dollar you pull out of a traditional 401k is taxed as ordinary income. Let's address the fear that is keeping you up at 3 a.m. You are terrified of running out of money before you run out of life. You are scared of the 10% early withdrawal penalty. And you are incredibly confused by the alphabet soup of IRS regulations. So, let's start with the absolute basics. What are the rules you must master today? First, let's talk about the magic number, age 59 and a half. This is the golden gate. Before this age, if you try to reach your hand into that traditional 401k cookie jar, Uncle Sam is going to slap it with a 10% early withdrawal penalty on top of the ordinary income tax you already owe. That is a financial tragedy, and you must never, ever let it happen to you. But wait! What if you are 55, 56, or 57, and you have been laid off, or you simply cannot work anymore? Are you stuck? No! There is a beautiful, powerful rule that almost nobody talks about, and it is called the Rule of 55. Listen to me closely. If you leave or lose your job in the calendar year you turn 55 or older, you can take penalty-free withdrawals from the 401k associated with that specific, most recent employer. You will still pay income tax, yes, but that 10% penalty? Gone. It vanishes. But you must keep that money in that specific employer's plan to use this rule. If you roll it over into an IRA, you lose the Rule of 55 and you are locked out until 59 and a half. Do you see how one simple mistake can cost you tens of thousands of dollars? You must be smart. Now, let's look at the other end of the spectrum. What if you don't need the money? What if you are doing just fine and you want to leave that money in the 401k forever to let it grow? Well, Uncle Sam is a very patient man, but eventually, he wants his cut. This brings us to required minimum distributions, or RMDs. Currently, when you reach age 73, and eventually age 75 if you turn 74 after December 31, 2032, the government says, time is up. You must start taking a specific amount of money out of your traditional 401k every single year, whether you want to or not. And if you don't? If you ignore this rule, the penalty is a staggering 25% of the amount you were supposed to take out but didn't. 25%. Plus the regular income tax. It is a massive, unnecessary penalty that you can avoid with just a little bit of planning. But here is where you have to make a vital decision, and you have to make it now. If you are still working, or if you are looking at your options, you need to understand the difference between a traditional 401k and a Roth 401k. With a traditional 401k, you get a tax break today. You put pre-tax dollars in, your taxable income goes down, and you feel great. But in retirement, when you pull that money out, you pay taxes on every single cent, both the principal you put in and all of the growth. With a Roth 401k, you pay the tax today. You put after-tax dollars in, which means no tax break right now. But here is the miracle: when you retire, every single dollar you withdraw, including all the compounding interest and growth over the decades, is 100% tax-free. Ask yourself, do you think tax rates are going to be lower or higher in the future? Look at the national debt. Look at the state of the economy. Taxes are almost certainly going up. So why would you want to defer your taxes to a time when tax rates could be significantly higher? I want you to control your tax destiny. Whenever possible, if your employer offers a Roth 401k option, you need to look at it very, very seriously. If you are still working and trying to pack away as much money as possible in these final years, the IRS gives you a massive gift called catch-up contributions. If you are age 50 or older, you aren't limited to the standard $24,500 contribution limit. You can contribute an extra $8,000 as a catch-up, bringing your total to $32,500. So, what is your actionable takeaway today? What must you do right now to secure your future? First, I want you to call your 401k plan administrator. Ask them for a copy of your current summary plan description. I want you to ask them 3 specific questions. What are the fees I am paying on my investments? High fees are a silent killer of retirement wealth. If you are paying more than 1% in fees inside your plan, you are bleeding money unnecessarily. Does my plan support the rule of 55 if I retire early? Do I have a Roth 401k option that I can start utilizing right now? Second, do not blindly roll your 401k into an IRA the second you retire without looking at the consequences. Sometimes, keeping your money in your employer's 401k is safer because of stronger creditor protections and access to the rule of 55. Weigh your options. My friends, money is a tool. It is meant to bring you security, freedom, and peace of mind. But you cannot have peace of mind if you are living in ignorance of the rules. Take control of your retirement today. Learn the rules, protect your hard-earned cash, and stand powerful in your financial life. You can do this.